All right, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on to this training. It's one of the trainings that I am really excited to share with you all today. Now, the training that I have put together for the 8 systems to grow your business in flow and not hustle, it's a lot of information. So if you want to grab a notebook and pen, pause this if you're watching on the replay, and that way you'll be able to make the most out of all of the information that I share with you tonight. And of course, you guys know me. If you've seen my videos before, you know I can talk like a crazy person for hours and hours on end, and I do want to try and condense this into as short a time as possible as to not get you guys bored. So I want to get through with the information, and if you have got questions, always let me know. Send me a message, send me an email, and ask me the questions, because I am more than happy to answer any questions at any time. So tonight we're going to go through my 8 systems you need to grow your business with flow and not hustle. And for those of you who don't know who I am an online marketing and branding strategist, and I'm also a top leader in my network marketing company. I have been working in sales, advertising, marketing, media for many years, in graphic design, photography. I've been in business development, product development, launch planning, event planning. I've been in public speaking. I've been business coaching and mentoring. I've got all of this experience that before I even got into network marketing, that I actually didn't really, to be honest, use when I first started got into network marketing, because I just followed the traditional information that I was being handed. And what I found was some of it started working, yes, and some of it just didn't jam with me. So then I started implementing some of my own personal strategies into my network marketing business. And that's when I saw my business absolutely explode. And the way that I was able to replicate systems within my own team was what was really important. And so I want you guys to understand tonight, I'm not just talking as a person from a network marketing company that's had success. I'm actually coming to you from the background of marketing and branding strategy. And yeah, I'm really excited to be able to share this information with you, because I know how easy all of this is for every single one of you to implement immediately. This isn't stuff, this high-tech stuff. There is nothing in these systems that will cost you money. We're not talking outsourcing or anything like that, which we know is fantastic and can help you build your business. But today I'm just talking about the stuff that you can start strategizing and implementing straight away to help you grow your network marketing business. Now, this is an example of what we see as the normal network marketing cycle. And I wanted to just show you a little example of this. And this is what most people in network marketing, regardless of company, this is what we get taught. We prospect. So we're looking for leads. We're constantly looking for people to have a sales pitch to. Once we find that person, we have the pitch, we make the sale. And that's the end of it. We go through this system every single month to make sure that we're getting to our bottom line, our whatever goals that you've set for yourself, whatever that looks like. Most of network marketing training is based around the prospecting, sales pitch, and sales cycle. And what I've done is I've developed a different system, and I'm going to show you guys tonight the ways that you can actually implement different systems to encompass the whole amplified network marketing cycle, where we start with inspiring people. We connect with people personally. We educate them. We provide solutions for them. We support them, and we recognize them no matter what stage they're in. And so that this constantly flows. We're not getting to sale and then having to start again. As we're recognizing people, as we're supporting people, we're inspiring, we're connecting. And so the cycle just continues every single month, so that we have a beautiful and powerful residual company's business of our own. So we're not having to hustle every single month. When you're getting closer to got those couple of days left in the end of the month, and you're thinking, I really haven't hit my target. I really want to get to that rank. So using a system like this will actually ensure that your business flows and that it's consistent every single month. And I'm going to share all of these secrets with you guys tonight. Now, like I was saying, I didn't really gel personally with the hustle side of things. And I am a salesperson and I love sales. I love sales conversations. I'm seriously one of those freaks who just absolutely loves everything from a sales point of view, which I know so many aren't comfortable with. And so I wanted to start some more training that really spoke to those people in network marketing that haven't come from a sales background, that don't have the experience, that are honestly just so in love with their products and the opportunity that they want to start sharing. Now, you don't need to grow your network marketing business successfully with constant hustle. Okay, you can grow this in flow so it feels good every day. Yes, there are times where you need to stretch outside of your safety zone, but you don't need to be pushing yourself constantly to feel uncomfortable and to be growing a business that you don't love at the end of the day. And I truly believe that if you find the network marketing business for you, this is going to be a business that you can do for the rest of your life. So if you aren't feeling good about your business right now, it's time to revise and just work out what parts of the business can you fix to make it so that you get excited every single day, so you love it. So you've got people that you're working with that are just so freaking cool that you love getting on the phone and talking to them every day. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Now, the number one thing I want to cover tonight is that you cannot duplicate yourself, but you can duplicate systems. And this for me is the top message I want you to get from tonight, regardless of all the other technical, strategic, tactic-based information that I'm going to go through with you guys tonight. I want you to remember this. I want you to screenshot this. I want you to write this down. You cannot duplicate yourself, but you can duplicate systems. Now, when I say duplicate yourself, it's because we look at these amazing top leaders in different companies and what incredible things they are doing across their business. And we feel like we just can't compare. How could we run a business when we're looking up to these people all the time? And I mean, for me, I can't duplicate years and years of sales training and all the training that I have in media and graphic design to help my team make graphics and posters and all of that kind of stuff. But I can duplicate systems and put training in place to help my team grow and help them develop. I don't necessarily need to find 20 different leaders that are exactly like me, but I need to nurture and support other leaders that are inspired to do this business so they come along this journey with me and I can help them with what I do know. And so tonight we're talking all about systems that we can put in place. And of course, we're talking about us as an individual. There are so many other things that we can implement within these categories that I've sectioned off. But tonight we're just talking simply about systems, things you can automate or things you can put in place so that your business flows. So you're not constantly giving the same information over and over and over again, or you're having to do things without an actual system in place. So you constantly feel like you're chasing your tail and you're running around trying to get leads, trying to get sales, trying to reach your targets every single month. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is getting yourself a really good lead magnet in place. And this can happen at any stage of the business, at any stage. And if you guys have a lead magnet, I would love to know down below. You can even drop your link so we can check it out. I would love to see your lead magnet. So drop a link, your landing page, whatever you've got, make sure you drop that as well so we can see what you've got going on. But lead magnets are a fantastic way, one system that you can automate leads within your business. Now, a lead magnet simply is an incentive in exchange for contact details. And of course, I do a whole 1.5 hour training on lead magnets on their own. So of course, I can't share with you guys all of the crazy top tips and tricks, but I'm going to share with you a few different things tonight, just so you cover it off so you can get a little bit more comfortable with the idea of setting yourself up with your own lead magnet. Because so many people are scared from creating a lead magnet or an opt-in, as we also call it in the industry, that they just don't do one. And it's so easy for anyone new in this business, anyone who has been going for a long time. If you've been doing it for a week or 10 years, you can still set yourself up with a lead magnet that works for you. So generally lead magnets, and I've got these dot points here so it's easy for you guys to follow along with this as well. It solves a problem. So think about who your audience is and what problems that they're currently facing in their daily life. Does your product or your service solve that problem in any way? And how can you attach a little bit of a result to that problem? So think about a specific result that comes from the problem that they've got and what your product or service can do for that. Now, it has to be easy and quick to use or read. Like, it doesn't have to be something super duper long. It doesn't has to be something really quick and easy to digest, basically. And we want you to create something that has a high perceived value. So they're clicking on it, they're thinking, wow, I'm getting this for free. This is amazing. I'm going to jump on board with this, and I'm going to give them my contact details in exchange for this product because this sounds amazing. And you also want to think about demonstrating your authority in this area as well. So how do you stand out from all of the other people in your company? How do you stand out above all of the other people in the industry? Why are you the person to speak to, either about your products, your opportunity, or service, depending on what structure your company currently has? And types of lead magnet. I probably would say have downloaded every single possible type of lead magnet you could ever imagine, from using things in my personal life and participating in them as a consumer, as well as someone who is in the business development and marketing strategies systems, to actually look at what everyone's doing and how people are putting things together. So I have seen an absolute buttload. And I wanted to share with you some of my favorites that I have seen over time. And I generally break them down into these easy categories so you can kind of have a feel of what would be fun for you to put together as a lead magnet for your business. So I start with educational. We've got something that's handy, something that inspires community, and something that is entertaining. So they're nice and easy categories to look at when we're thinking about creating a lead magnet. Now, in educational, that's where you do things like webinars, video training, audio training, short courses, online tutorials, ebooks, workbooks, and even an access to a library if you've got one through your webpage where people can access a whole bunch of different documents and training. Then we go into the handy, and I just call it handy because these things are honestly handy to have. If you're creating something, it's handy. It's either cheat sheets, checklists, examples, recipes, templates, scripts, calendar examples, calculators, resource lists, discounts, free shipping. How many of those have you signed up for on websites when that pop-ups come up saying you can get free shipping or $20 off your first order if you sign up? That's a lead. So free quote or free consultation. So those of my babes that are in the health and wellness industry, free wellness consultations are an absolute gem. And that in itself is a lead magnet. That doesn't sound so scary when we break it down like that, does it? And then we look at the community-based incentives. So social media challenges are a huge thing. You guys may have followed along on my previous challenges where I did an influencer challenge, and I've also done the Amplify Your Network challenge as well, which is all about growing and expanding your network, which I have got coming up online again sometime soon. So watch out for that one. And yeah, community groups. So you could use Facebook groups, or you could use other apps where you build communities, and member sites as well, where there's forums and chat rooms and access to all of other things. I have also, and I love entertaining opt-ins. I think these are great. Things like quizzes. Quizzes are amazing, and they're so easy to put together. Something fun and zippy using nice graphics. I'm sure most of you have opted in to do a quiz, whether it be through Facebook or through a website where you wanted to find out what your archetype was or your personality or anything like that. You also have giveaways as a lead magnet as well. And I know these work extremely well in the network marketing industry in some cases. And giveaways are a fantastic platform to grow your network and grow your opportunity to talk to more people and have your brand seen, and the opportunity to just get those conversations rolling. What's your product about? What are you about? Who are you about? What's your message? And why people should join with you. Giveaways are awesome for that. And you can also develop little apps and tips. I know people have developed product information apps and training and all sorts of different apps that you can put together to attract people to you and your business. Does that make sense to everyone? I hope it does. Lead magnets are amazing. But how do you actually get them out there? Well, there's so many different systems that you can put in place to get your message and get your lead magnet out there. So this is system number 2. We're talking about your advertising and marketing. And this is, again, more so systems than what you can personally put into place every single day for your business. So one system that's nice and easy to put into place for you and your team when it comes to network marketing is to have attraction marketing profiles. And if you haven't seen my attraction marketing training before, I will hopefully drop a link somewhere where you can access that information as well. So you can go and set yourself up with a profile that attracts people. And this is one of the most important parts of being an online influencer in the network marketing industry. To create yourself a profile that people flock to. So you're sharing information, you're sharing the lifestyle, you're sharing the products, you're inspiring and connecting with people every single day. And there are a few different tips and tricks in actually setting that profile up for yourself. And you can actually set up training for your team so that everyone who wants to grow their business through social media can develop the same system and put the same tactics in place so that they can have an attraction marketing profile as well. Now, the other thing you can do is email campaigns. And I am personally one of the most useless people when it comes to using their email list. And I have a massive list that's underutilized. I will fix that. I will get you guys. I'm being selfish because I'm not giving you guys the information and getting it to you, those who need to hear what I have to say. And so that's how, if you're not using your email marketing list, yeah, you should feel. I feel like I'm really lazy and selfish because I'm not letting people know of what I've got going on. Email marketing campaigns are still an amazing way to reach your audience. And if you've got a lead magnet, you're capturing the details anyway. So you need to make sure that you try and follow up and get in touch with those people as often as possible. Do what I say, not what I do. If you go on my email list, you know I always talk about I ain't going to spam you. Well, I'm definitely not going to spam you. The next thing is education on products. So how can you actually get your products out there and how can you become the authority with your products? And this is all about standing out and being the person to come to when they need information about this particular product. So I often talk about this as, do you want to be Sally, the rep for whatever company, or do you want to be Sally, the makeup guru? And this is where you can use online platforms and social media to really grow your personal profile and set up education so that you're attracting people into your business and into your lead magnet constantly. And you can set this up in place as well so that your team can access this education as well so that they can share it and they can attract people into their own personal business as well. And you can either opt in and have referrals and things through your websites, but I definitely recommend having some of these systems in place, not only for yourself to grow your business so that your team, when they're new and they're coming in, they have all of this education, all these resources right at their fingertips so that they can learn and grow and share that with the people that they are going to inspire as well. Now, YouTube is an amazing undervalued resource in network marketing. Not enough of us are using it. YouTube is an amazing search engine and it's all video based. So they get to hear your voice, see your face, see the products straight away and totally be inspired by you. You can subscribe, you can get in contact with them. They've even got YouTube stories now, just like Instagram and Snapchat. So you can upload your stories and just keep in touch behind the scenes. And there's so many new different cool little projects that have happened within YouTube, all of these new little features. And yeah, I think we need to be filtering a lot more attention through to YouTube if you're comfortable on video. If you're not comfortable on video, let's talk about something else for now until you do get comfortable with talking on video. And it's not for everyone. Facebook, of course, is an incredible way to reach people and get your message out there, as well as Instagram with the right tips and tricks. I do also have training on Facebook and Instagram for your business, as well as groups. And I also have some Instagram stories training as well available. So make sure you check out that video as well if you're interested to learn how to grow your network through Instagram stories. And the other undervalued resource is Pinterest. Now, Pinterest for me, I don't personally pin a lot of stuff anymore, but I have integrated my website through to my Pinterest so that I can see who's pinning stuff directly from my website and my blogs. And the traffic that I get through Pinterest is insane. And I'm still picking up leads constantly, even though I'm not pinning new stuff, but I'm getting thousands and thousands of pins and repins every single month because my content is available through Pinterest. There's definitely something for you to look into so that you can start inspiring people and get that message out there. And Pinterest is an amazing platform, like I said, it's a search engine, and you can optimize your search compatibility so that you're found really, really easily, and so that you can actually transfer people from Pinterest to your website, because that's what most people do on Pinterest. They're looking for the lead from that to the actual URL, and they're most likely going to shop and spend more money if they're using Pinterest to find you versus Google or any other search engine. So it's a really good platform to get into the mindset of using. Social media advertising is its own beast, and it's definitely one that you can set in place. It's a system that you can invest and keep reinvesting every single month the same percentage of your earnings back into. Definitely something I strongly recommend looking into. Blog posts, like I said, my blog posts filter through to my Pinterest, and that's where I grow a lot of organic leads, and it's a fantastic system to put into place. And you can use all the content that you already have created on other platforms such as social media like Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn if you're ever on there, and you can actually create blog posts from stuff that you've already got. It's so easy to create a blog post. And I'm the biggest fan of blog posting still. I think it is one of the most amazing ways to get your message out there and to really dominate it in your niche, whatever you decide that is, or whatever industry that you're in. And I still think the blog posts are the number one way to optimize yourself through a search engine and to be found. So really get creative with your blog posts. How can you talk about your products in a way that no one else is talking about them? How can you talk about your opportunity like no one else is talking about it? How can people find you? Most people, when they're searching for something, still go to a search engine. They still go searching for information by using certain keywords in something like Google. And blog posts are an amazing way to get shown really high through Google as well. And local on the ground advertising as well is a fantastic thing that you can start putting in place if you do want to grow your business more locally as well. And if you're growing a business online, I wouldn't discount on the ground either. Just saying. I'm not going to go into too much information on all this stuff tonight, but these are definitely systems that you can start implementing and putting into place for yourself and your team so that you can continuously grow leads in a really easy way. So you're not constantly messaging and spamming people. And that leads me into number 3, right, guys? So we're talking about authentic networking. And this is the part that I absolutely hate about network marketing in general. And I think that I come from a network marketing company where it's often touted that we aren't like any other network marketing business out there. And I used to say that too, but now I'm like, damn it, I don't want to say that anymore. I want to say that I am going to change the network marketing industry so we don't have to say this anymore. And the more we get this message out there about authentic network marketing, the better. Like, I am excited for this new wave of people like you that are actually interested in growing a beautiful business without having the hustle and the spamming and just all those gross conversations and alienating people. So you can develop training or cheat sheets for your team on these particular things. But authentic networking is a system that you can put in place. So something that you set aside every single week for yourself personally to be doing, as well as develop training and cheat sheets for your team. So every single week, set aside either an hour a day, whatever it is that you've got, 5 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, an hour a week. It doesn't matter, as long as you're setting aside some time to network in your schedule somewhere, in your calendar. Book it in, authentic networking. And you can do authentic networking on the ground in networking events and all different types of places on the ground, in your sports clubs, or you can also use online platforms like Facebook and community groups to build your network that way. So what does authentic networking look like? For me, it means no spamming. It means like no just text blitzing everyone and no messaging anyone to say, hey, would you have a party for me this month? Or, hey, I have this new catalog that's come out. You should look at it. It's great. Or, hey, I have this promo going on. What do you think? No. It alienates people, and that's I think a lot of what's contributed to network marketers having a bad name, because lots of people are so passionate about their product but they just want everyone to get it. Like we want everyone to understand why we're so excited, but we're not really educating them or inspiring them to try it. We're just trying to get it into as many people's faces as possible. And a lot of training in network marketing is based around this. And they wouldn't call it spamming, of course, but I personally do, because if you're not leading with solutions, then you're leading with sales, and that's not a nice place to be in. So instead of making lists like your 200 lists or your 100 lists or your contacts lists or your leads lists, all of those kind of things, think of creating solutions lists from your network that you already have. So think about creating a list of the people you know. Absolutely, it's great if you want to go down that route and grow your own network initially. Fantastic. But do it so that you actually write down how each of those people would benefit from either your product or your opportunity. Don't just write down their name and then contact them and say, hey, I've got this fantastic opportunity, blah, blah, blah. You should really jump on board. This will be amazing for you. You'll have a free lifestyle and the business is fantastic, or the products are wonderful. I'm sure you've all heard it before. And I'm sure you've had that in your inbox as well. I still get them constantly. I posted one on my personal Facebook recently, and name and shame, because it's just gross. Don't do that. So solutions lists are an amazing way to contact people. And so what you would do once you have your solutions list is actually start conversations, start authentic, real conversations with these people, and wait for an opportunity where you can offer a solution to the problem that they have. And yes, you can bring it up. You can ask them, I know that you had been saying months ago that your daughter wasn't sleeping very well. She was having nightmares. How's that going now? How is that? What's happening with that? And then you can start a conversation and offer them a solution, not a sale. Don't offer them product, offer them the transformation first. Facebook group networking, of course, I have heaps of training available on this particular subject, but you can actually grow your network every single day by going out into Facebook groups, not just your own group, but into other people's groups, and not like in the same industry as you, like trying to poach leads. I'm talking about other groups. So what I generally suggest is join a group that your target audience would be in. So if, your the people that are mostly using your products are people over 50, then join some groups on Facebook where those people are hanging out. If they're young mums, join some young mum groups. You get what I'm saying, right? And then join a group that's specific to a business, entrepreneurial based type of group where you're growing business contacts and leads and learning how to develop a business. That is an amazing way to grow your business, not just through sharing the opportunity with other entrepreneurs, but just genuinely finding people who need help as well. And then also join a group that's something of interest for you. If you love golf, join some golf groups. If you have a certain breed of dog and you're just absolutely in love with it, join some groups that are about that breed of dog. It's just easy to develop some real deep, authentic connections with people in those three kind of categories. You've got where your audience is hanging out, a entrepreneur or business group, and then something of interest for yourself. And 3 groups is a really great place to start growing your authentic networking circle. Now, networking opportunities as well is a fantastic way to grow your business. And if you're an introvert and you just don't like having conversations with people, that is fine. I know that most of the training out there tells you that this confident person and go and talk to all the people that are within like 3 meters of you and all of that kind of stuff. And that honestly scares the pants off so many people. And I'm here to tell you, you can grow a 6-figure and beyond business in network marketing without actually having to speak to anyone personally. On the phone, in person, you can do all of it through social media. It's a lot harder work, but it can be done. And so if you are an introvert and you love just being with your own company, but you're so passionate about sharing everything, I would love to have a chat with you because I've got so many different resources for introverts and getting their message out there. Developing deep relationships, as I was talking about. So this is where you would actually develop your skills in relationship building. And I'm not talking just about influencing people and all of those. I've got so many amazing books and personal development books in influence and growing relationships, but just honestly getting to know people, getting to go from that point of that person's a stranger, that person's now my friend. How do you fill that gap in the middle there. And that can be done either through social media, through Messenger, on the phone, through Zoom like this, or on the ground as well with people. And you can develop loads of different techniques for yourself so you never feel uncomfortable with new people around you. So you constantly have something to say, you've got something to ask, and you've got that conversation flowing as well. Now, adding personal touches is a huge part of an authentic network marketing business. So how can you develop personal touches to your business? And that simply is, okay, getting some cards printed and handwriting messages to anyone who you're sending samples to. Or if you know that they would be amazing in this business, handwrite them a bloody note. Don't just send them a text message and offer them this business opportunity. Handwrite something. We've lost the art of handwriting. And I admit, like, I honestly have, like, you know, my ADD crazy brain. Like, my handwriting is about as crazy as what's going on in here. But people still appreciate it when I'm writing something down and I'm taking that time to write them something. So if you send samples or if you're following up with someone, add those personal touches. For someone's birthday, send them a bloody birthday card. It costs you probably $1 for the card and $1 to put it in an envelope and take it to the post office. So keep those personal touches going, because in social media land, it's so two-dimensional and we're losing all those three-dimensional beautiful touches, and it will mean so much to people to have them you reach out into their real world. So your handwriting, your smell, everything is turning up and they get to interact with that. And also create a touch point plan for yourself as well. So anyone that you are networking with, it's not like you have one conversation, you feel like they're not interested in your product or service, and then that's it. Nada. Gone. Delete them. You don't want to be doing that either. You want to create a touch point plan for yourself in your calendar, in your schedule every month, so that you're touching base with people that you have been speaking to, people that are within your team, and people that have had samples or that are technically what you would call a lead. I hope that makes sense to everyone, because it's making perfect sense in my brain. Now, system number 4 is going to be so different for everyone here that's listening. It really depends on your network marketing company and what this call to cause is. Now, the call to cause is a way to connect people with a cause. And people love, love, love feeling like they're part of something. I've just been through this unit in my Biz Academy online training program. And I was absolutely blown away by the causes, those movements that these beautiful business people were coming up with to create a movement, to create a cause for people to connect with. And I think this is one of those things that can be missing in network marketing. So we don't have a cause to follow along with. We don't have a movement. And it can be as simple as something like, I want everyone to have this product in their home. If you make that cause strong enough, it will work. You might be like me and want to change the face of healthcare in your country. And that's the cause that I lead with my network marketing company. And I also want to change the face of network marketing. So from a business opportunity perspective, I want people to love this business and never feel uncomfortable or slimy or sleazy or any of those words that come up and rise in people when they think about being a salesperson. So there's different causes for every different type of business, and it depends on what's in here as well. What do you feel really called to within your business? And I know one of the beautiful ladies that I was talking to, she was having trouble finding what her movement, what her cause was. And I just simply asked her, what is your favorite part about your network marketing company? And she told me what it was. And I was just blown away, because it's something that is very close to my heart as well. And she's in the same network marketing company as me. And it was more so to do with the sourcing of the materials for our products and what impact that has on a global scale. So how can people buy these products and use them in their own homes here in little Tasmania or Australia or wherever you're tuning in from, and what impact that actually has globally beyond you, the salesperson, passing that product on? It's a huge cause. And just finding the different pathways to build a movement so people get excited and they're joining in. You've seen them before, like people want to eliminate toxins in their home, or they want to eliminate plastics, and they, all of those types of things. Have a really good think about a cause that you can set up for yourself and for your team as well, to join people in, to connect people with a mission, with a purpose, and really get that movement going. System 5 is presentation. And I know this sounds really simple because it's just automate, system, Presentation system. Yeah, right. But this is one that you can easily set up a system for yourself so that you're not constantly having to go through the same information all the time. And this, I think, is one of the most valuable things that you can put into place, one of the most valuable systems, I should say, to put into place in your network marketing business so that you are saving yourself time. Initially, it might take you a few hours, it might take you a few hundred takes. If you don't like yourself on video, you can record your voice over other video or pictures or slideshows. As long as your presentation comes from you personally and it's your voice and your message that you want to share, this is fantastic. So video assets are an amazing resource, and I have seen them for myself work so well, so much to the point that yes, we are developing team video assets where I've only had personal ones prior to this. We're actually setting up team ones as well for this year, which is really, really exciting, and it's something that you can implement as well and get everyone involved with. So video assets, I talk about saving you time and energy, and that's because you want to create conversations with people, but then there's some information that you have to say every single time, right? Like how to use the products, how to access a membership, how the business works, how do you do orders, and blah, blah, blah. So this is information that you're having to put on press repeat, say it again. You might forget something. You might not be as inspiring one day because you're just feeling a little bit flat or you have a headache. And so you might just not be perfect every single time. And being not perfect is fantastic, by the way. I don't want you guys to even consider trying to be perfect because people can't connect with perfection. They want to feel like you're just a regular, normal person like them to be able to join this business or use your products as well. But these video assets are things like an introduction to your products and how to use them. So if you're talking to someone about a particular problem that they have, you know the solution is your product, you can offer them and say, I would love to talk to you about this. I have a natural product that does blah, blah, blah. Would you be interested in finding out a little bit more? Fantastic. I'm going to send you a video link so you can watch that. It goes for about 15 minutes. When do you think you've got 15 minutes to check it out? And they'll tell you either tomorrow night or right now. And you'll say, fantastic, I'm going to get in touch with you about half an hour usually after they've said that they are going to watch it. And I'm just going to follow up and see if you've got any questions following on from that and see how you went. That will save you an hour of going through the same information. And imagine how many times already in your network marketing business you have given that same presentation of this is how the products work, this is how a membership works, this is how you become a customer, this is how you access wholesale products, this is how you log into the back office, and this is how you go into the shop, this is how you add things to your cart. You get what I mean, right? We're saying the same things all the time. And not only that, people forget things. So if they have a video asset that they can go back to, that is usually just short little videos, never anything, try not to go over 15 minutes with a video. So break them down if you've got a lot of information you want to give to people. You can actually set up things like a Vimeo link or a YouTube link, or you can have them on a Google Drive or a Dropbox so people can click through in their own time and access them. You don't need to be uploading them every single time or sending them to people that way. So I like to have for my own business an introduction and then the basics. So once they become a member, what do they actually do? How do they use it? And then I would like some more information about the technical side. So what to do when this happens or this happens. And then also automated business video assets. Like in our network marketing company, we have different systems in place for sharing, for building, for launching, and different ranks as well. So you can actually set up video assets for yourself to explain to people how to launch their business. So you don't have to sit down every single time and explain it detail for detail. Of course, you're always going to be there to connect with people and help them grow their business. This just saves you time in the long run from having to explain this over and over and over again. And not only that, when you have people that are new to this business that are really excited, they're sharing, and then they have someone who wants to jump on board, but they don't know what to do yet, you can give them your video assets to use and say, right, well, my upline has got all of this amazing information. Would you be interested in checking it out? And then let me know how you go. Then you can use your upline's video assets as well to help grow your business and help nurture your downline as well, so they don't have to constantly replicate this information. If you're an amazing presenter, then take ownership of that and put something together for your team so that can filter down as well. You don't have to have every single person in your downline creating video assets. You can use them as a team and inspire people that way as well. Now, system number 6 kind of goes hand in hand with our lead magnet strategy, right? You need to have landing pages, but I'm going to explain to you 2 different landing pages I personally recommend for network marketing businesses. And of course, we're going to talk about your lead magnet landing page. Say that fast 3 times, lead magnet landing page. Wow, that's a mouthful. So we want to make sure that it is going to catch your attention, it's clear and concise, it either targets a pain point, you've got point highlights so it's easy to scan and read through, you've got good graphics, you use your personal branding, so your colors, your fonts, your graphics, all of that kind of stuff. A video at the top is amazing, even if it's just a slideshow, just something. We know that videos capture more attention and more leads than any other type of content online. A powerful call to action as well, so get them to do something, get them to actually click or join or to subscribe or fill out this workbook or whatever that is. And I say that because the interesting submit button is a must. You don't want to have people clicking join up or sign up or something boring. You want to make it something fun. So like, get my workbook now or access this. You can also provide social proof as well. If you've got testimonials and feedback and that kind of stuff, you can add that. You want to add your social links as well. So once people are on the landing page, if they've happen to stumble across it from somewhere, they can also find out who the hell you are and access more of your goodness. So make sure you attach your social links as well to your landing page and an FAQ. You want to. What are the normal questions and how does this help with those normal questions that get asked? And then there's another thing which we have set up in our team, which is our team education landing page. And this was it took a while, I will be honest with you, and it's now in construction phase again because we're just going through a whole new system, which is really exciting. But we have a process in place for our team education landing page. So people can actually sign up through our landing page for our team. They see who our leaders are, their pictures, maybe a little bio. They can access your family tree as well, like to find out, where am I in the grand scheme of things? Who am I under and how do I fit in here? You can add videos and great graphics and value and FAQ as well. But within that landing page, you can use this in many different ways. So you can set it up so that it's an educational platform or inspiration. It can be for more business. It really depends on what you really want to do with the landing page. But a team education landing page is an awesome system to have in place so that regardless of rank or whatever level, or if you're brand new or you've been in it for years, you can send everyone so that everyone's accessing the same information and no one in your team will ever contact or talk to someone else and say, oh, I signed up with this person or I've purchased from this person, I've never heard from them again. Because that happens. And even if you do make all the contact in the world, it still happens. But at least you know they've had access to something where they're going to be contacted constantly. And that leads me into system number 7. Support systems are a must. And I know that we tend in network marketing sometimes, I know I'm guilty of it, is to get into support mode too much, where we feel like we need to nurture people and support people where they're at. So much so that we forget to keep growing and stretching our business. So it's really important to set systems up in place so that you're not having to focus too much attention every single week on supporting your team and your customers. So automate or plan content to support your team in advance is really easy and simple, and it is effective so that no one feels like they're left behind or no one feels like they've used the products and then they don't know what to do from here on. I'm sure you've all heard this before. So inspiration for your teams, you can set up different plans for content so that promotions are easily distributed within your team. How to use your products, fun online events as well. I'm huge on these. I think that fun online events are an amazing way to get to know your team, to connect with everyone, to also educate on the products and find out what people know, what the holes in their education are, so many different things. And I love fun online events, and I've hosted many of them with my team, and I've helped other teams host them as well because I'm just the crazy person that will get on video and be silly all night night in these crazy events. Things like online trivia nights. I've also hosted an online scavenger hunt as well. And we're in the sisters planning stages of even a little game show, an online game show as well, which will be so fun. So there are definitely different support systems that you can put in place that are fun as well. It doesn't have to be boring. Product success stories, so systems in place so that when people have a success, how can they actually share that, and how can you share other people's successes as well. Business success stories. And the big one here with your education and your contacts, so those touch points, you can plan this through educational. So products for users, so how can you set up education for users, just the customers of your business? And there are different ways you can do that. You can set up email like schedules, an email campaign from product one to like how to use the products and what happens when this happens, or promotional items and blah, blah, blah. You can set up product information for new users really easily and seamlessly with an email campaign, for example. Something for me personally that I did for my team was I set up a 12-module educational course on the products and all of the science and all of the background. And that led me into like the number one thing that stopped people from sharing my product more was that they felt like they didn't know enough. So I put together an online course so that my team could access it. They could go through it if they wanted to just learn more about what the products were and all the science. And then if they were wanting to share or develop a business with the products, they could actually get some really good information and education behind them as well. And that was all automated and set up in place so that my team could go and learn about that regardless of whether they were just a customer or they were doing it for a business as well. So that's the products for users and products for builders. And also systems in place to educate and support on the business side of things as well. And at the moment, we are setting up a 4-week boot camp, business boot camp that will be online, and they can just work their way through that themselves in their own time. So when I have people that come to me that want to share and do this business with me, I love, love, love working. Like, you know, I am a online branding and marketing strategist, right? So when I have people that want to build a business in my company and they come to me, I get way excited because I get to work with people for free. They don't have to pay for my coaching. They're part of my team, so they get me for nothing. Yay. And I get really excited. But it's also great to have systems in place so that they can go and educate themselves and go through the processes so that I don't have to be every single week introducing new stages to new people. I'm not having to go through all that, but I'm there whenever they need me and they can book me to talk to me one-on-one, which is fantastic. So that's your support systems. Whew, I'm getting through it, guys. How's everyone feeling? I hope this information is going well for you. And the last system, which I think is one that I am definitely setting more and more systems in place for myself and my team than ever. And it's something that I've been pretty good at in the past, but I'm just amping it up to the next level this year because I'm just so genuinely connected and I love, love, love my team. Everyone from just people that are using my products retail to wholesale customers, people who are sharing, people building. I want to celebrate and reward everyone. And my team have already noticed this year, like things have been amped up. So I'm here to celebrate everyone regardless. So recognition does not just have to be for those who are building a business with you. Every single month, recognize those who are using the products. So if you've got someone who's been buying something every single month for 6 months, send them a handwritten note and celebrate them and thank them. Because without them ordering every month, you would not have a business. So it's important to thank those people that are in those levels in your business who are helping you build this business. Recognize those who are telling people how amazing it is. So if you see someone write a testimonial on Facebook or Instagram that are just a customer of yours and they've said, oh, I've used this product, it's absolutely amazing. Send them more. Send them one for free. Send them something else. Say, I know you fell in love with this product and I feel so blessed that you shared it and I love you for that. I'm going to send you this as a little thank you for doing that. How many of you have done that before? Something I've done previously, and I love getting the message back saying, oh my gosh, I found this on my doorstep and it was amazing. So yes, celebrating those who are just sharing it. Recognize those who join up a friend. That's the first step. That's your first sign to say, this person's actually interested in sharing this business. They might be interested in the opportunity. So when someone enrolls their first person, they need a parade, right? You need to celebrate the absolute living heck out of that person. So celebrate them. Say, you've helped share this with a friend. I'm so excited for you. Someone that you're going to have alongside with you using your products and blah, blah, whatever your language is, but just get excited for them. And recognize those who have just got team spirit. You might have someone in your business groups that are just cheering everyone on. They may be sharing the absolute heck out of the products and not enrolling anyone or not signing anyone up or not selling much, but they're just helping inspire and keep up that team spirit. Thank them. It does not just have to be about those who rank or get the most new customers or get the most income for the month. I want you guys to think of setting up systems in place to recognize everyone collectively in your whole entire team and your whole entire environment. Because I promise, once you nurture all those people, it goes through that cycle. You recognize them, they're inspired. You might send them something and thank them for using the products, and then they think, oh shit, I might actually spend more this month. Or, I'm going to look more into the business opportunity. So it's that recognition that leads to that inspiration. And it's amazing to see what actually comes from recognizing people within your team that's just not about the numbers. And so all of this comes to really focusing on creating your own business in flow. This is so that every single month you don't have to worry about the numbers. You're not having to worry about how many people you've spoken to. It's just constantly flowing, and you're growing a beautiful, flourishing business that's hopefully for your business is residual income as well. So every month it's building, every month it's growing. Regardless, you might need to step away, it's still growing, but you're creating a business in flow that you absolutely love. And that leads me into my life code freedom formula. And this is something that I work with my one-on-one clients with. And it's something I just want to touch on because some people don't realize, and they might be focusing on 2 of these 5 things, or they might be focusing on 4 and not the 5. And so they might feel like there's little holes in the formula. So they're not actually advancing in their network marketing business. And so I just wanted to talk you through those really quickly while I have you, so that you can start looking at your codes in your own system so that you can make sure that these systems are in place for all of these different things. So your vision, code 1, is all about having your purpose, your beliefs, and your inspiration in place so that you can have purpose. You have a cause, you have a movement, you have all that inspiration bottled up so you know where and what you're doing with your business. Code 2 is all about your voice. So working out what your identity is within your company, because you aren't your brand. Like, you're not the company that you work for. And I've said this a million times, but if you have got your company, your network marketing company, listed as your employee on your Facebook profile, then go and just get rid of it, because you, babe, are self-employed. You are not an employee. You will be attracting people that come to you in that employee mindset, and you're not inspiring people that you're doing your own business if you just look like you're a rep for another company. So work out what your story is and really develop the different layers of what your story is, not just surface level, but really getting down deep into why you're doing what you're doing and why you're sharing the products that you are. Code 3 is all about your value. So that's your products, the transformations and solutions that come from your products and the systems and services that you've got in place within the business that you've got right now. Code 4 is the fun one. I love code 4. It's all about visibility. So how do you actually get your voice out there? How do you get your message out there? And how do you create your movement? Whether that's on the ground or through social media. How do you get visible, and how do you make connections with people and grow your network? That's in code 4. And code 5 is the victory. Again, I love the tactics. I love the systems. I love the frameworks. I love the strategies. And that's where everything tonight that we've spoken about kind of like gets into code 5. So all of the systems and different structures and tactics that you can put into place to grow your business in flow sits in this code 5. So without actually focusing on code 1, 2, 3, and 4 first, all of this system building stuff is really hard. It's really hard to develop all these systems if you don't know who you are, where you're going, what you're inspired by, what your personal brand is, how you can transform people's lives with your products, and how to get that message out there. So it's really important to make sure we're focusing on all of these 5 beautiful little codes so that you can encompass that life code freedom formula business. And of course, working with me. I got growled at last time I did a webinar because people were saying, but we don't know how to work with you, Stacey. So I did just want to add this in there, and I hate webinars that go on to this big, long sales spiel. I'm not going to do that. I'm nearly finished, I promise. But I do want to say to you, if you are working in network marketing and you do want help on developing the systems for all of those 5 parts, those 5 codes of the freedom formula, I would love to work with you. I work one-on-one, so one-offs. You can pay for just 90-minute sessions, just one-off here and there as you need me, or you can book in for my Amplify package, which is over 12 weeks. And that is where we take your business from unplug to amplified. It is a massive, massive amount of glorious coaching, mentoring, strategic advertising, marketing, lead magnets, all of that kind of stuff that we put together so that we develop your own personal brand and get your message out there. In the Amplify package, I am blessed to be working with a bunch of ladies at the moment, and I have just finished with 2. So I have space for another couple of one-on-one clients at the moment, which is really exciting. I just love thinking of who I'm going to talk to next. So I definitely have that coming up. And I do want to thank you so, so much for joining. If you have benefited from the training that you have received tonight, please jump over onto my Facebook page, leave me a review. I would love to know what you're actually getting from all of this. I get the messages all the time, and I kind of lose track of who's said what. So if you can jump on and do a review over on my Facebook page, I would absolutely love you. And I would absolutely honor you, and I might recognize you with something as well, because I'm all about the recognition as well in business building. But yes, I thank you so much. And if you haven't got Facebook, on the reviews, just comment below with something that you've gained from this experience being on this webinar tonight. So like your favorite piece of information, or something that you didn't realize, or something you can implement straight away. And make sure you let me know if you have questions, whether below, private message me, DM me, email me. My email is just hello@lifecodeacademy.com. You can access me there through my emails, or you could ring me as well. Like, I actually don't mind when my phone rings. It's exciting when it's not the bank or someone from overseas trying to sell me something. I like hearing people's voices. So definitely give me a call and let's have a chat. And yeah, I'd love to you guys. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I am definitely very, very thankful.